Bonjour à tous, comment ça va? Hi guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. I want to show you guys in this video how to take care of your skin in the dry season and the dry weather. Tips on how to hydrate your skin before moisturizing, tips on how to retain the moisture and the water in your skin already, and also telling you the ingredients that you should look out for in your creams and butters during this dry season and winter season. So let's dive right into it. So for those of you who do not know, in Nigeria we have two seasons, and that is the dry and the wet season. I like to think of it as 3 seasons. I've always liked to think of it that way because in between the 2 seasons there's always this crazy heat that we experience. And originally the dry season in Nigeria is called the Harmattan season, and this is as a result of dry winds blowing in from the Sahara Desert. So yeah, for those of you who are not so conversant with Africa or Nigeria, but at least you know Sahara Desert, now you know the effect that the Sahara Desert has on those of us living in sub-Saharan Africa like Nigeria. And one of those things is what? The Harmattan, which is a very dry season. So you could find that your skin is losing all its moisture, it's just looking dry and crusty and dusty, and you don't want that. The same thing happens for those of us who are experiencing winter. The coincidence here is that the Harmattan season in Nigeria coincides with the winter season in the West. So this video is what perfectly timed. So we're going to start from hydrating. Hydrating and moisturizing are two different things. First of all, hydrating is making sure that there's water in your skin. So it's finding a way to get that water into your skin, while moisturizing is sealing your skin and trying to prevent the moisture or the water in your skin from evaporating. Shukena, that's just the simple English explanation of it. If you're looking for anything else, ask Google. When it seems like your skin from within is unable to naturally hydrate, or you've been exposed to very harsh weathers like the dry weather and the winter season in the West, then you need to find a way to hydrate from without, and that first of all is by having your bath. How else do you want to do it? You want to inject water into your skin? Like, how else do you want to do it but to have your bath? But the catch here is knowing how to have your bath with what. So naturally, because the weathers, these two weathers, Harmattan and winter, are cold weathers, would likely want to have our bath with hot water. But my dears, don't do that. Why? Because the hot water is going to be too harsh on your skin, and instead of keeping your skin feeling warm and supple and nice, it's going to help dry out your skin. It's going to work with the atmospheric temperature to dry out your skin. So you don't want your skin to be experiencing all those extreme temperatures. As well, the water is also harsh on the skin and could leave the skin feeling irritated as against the cold air that is going to be hitting your skin. So the best kind of water to have your bath with in this situation is lukewarm water. If you can't have your bath with cold water would have been preferable, because it's just going to keep your skin feeling calm and refreshed. But if you know feet, then make sure that you at least use warm water. So what warm water is going to do is it will open up your pores, it's going to help lubricate your skin cells and prepare your skin for moisturization. Aside using warm water, the second thing that you want to do is to avoid using harsh sponges on your skin. So for us in Nigeria, you know how we do that long sponge. I'll put it somewhere here in the video, wherever I have space. I'm going to put it up there. But you know that sponge we like, the one that has those threads at the end that you can tie around your waist, tie it on your neck, use it as a string to play whatever you want to do. That's the one we like, that when you're having your bath you will scratch your back like this. For those of you that cannot reach your back, yes, that's what we like. And in the African mentality, it is that it's going to scrub off all the dirt and remove all the grime from your body. But in the dry weather, you want some of that grime to remain. Yes, you want the oils that your body has suffered to produce to remain, so that your skin is not exposed to the cold and does not start flaking and breaking. So in the dry season, you should opt for a softer sponge. I know a lot of us will say, I have just one sponge. It's time for you to get another one, okay? Get something softer and easier on the skin, something that will not irritate your skin so much, something that will also not strip your skin of all the oils. And you could use this soft sponge that looks like a flower, like a ball. Once you squish it, it goes like this, really mild on your skin. And for those of you in the winter season as well, this is going to be just perfect in protecting your skin from irritation and excessive dryness. The second thing you want to watch out for while bathing in the dry season is your soaps. And whatever I'm going to say about your creams in the next segment of this video would apply to your soaps. So you need to avoid soaps with very harsh ingredients. Most times things like antiseptic soaps are naturally very harsh on the skin and would help strip off your body of all those oils. So you want to use something milder. Just use a simple bath soap during the dry season, just to protect your skin and the oils and the water within it during the dry Harmattan and winter season. So after you've done that, after you've had your bath, the step in between having your bath and moisturizing is what? If you say it sharp, say it sharp in the comments so that I'll know whether you got it before I say it. The next step is cleaning your body. And now what we do as well is we scrub off all the water as if we are at war with anything water. We don't want the cold to hit us when the water is in our body, so we become really hasty and we're just scrubbing off all the water. But don't do that in the dry season, okay? Don't do that in winter, because you want to be able to moisturize and for the moisturizer to keep the water locked into your skin and keep your skin soft. And when the skin is already dry, the ability for the moisturizer to seep into your skin becomes more difficult. So it's just going to sit on the top of your skin, but it's not going to have any effect on your skin as much as when you put on your moisturizer when your body is still a bit damp. I'm not saying rub your creams when your body is dripping wet. I'm just saying don't scrub off the water, just dab, okay? Be demure about it. So just dab your body of the water. So now we're going straight into the next step, which is moisturizing your skin. And this part is very important. So for moisturization, what you're going to be looking for is butters and certain other ingredients that would help lock the water in your skin. Some of the creams that we have are both hydrants, or they are both humectants and moisturizers. So humectants are things that draw water, so they hydrate your body. So some of the ingredients in your creams that work as humectants or help hydrate your skin are panthenol, honey, and I know people that are into hair are very familiar with this one: honey, glycerin and urea. So these are just a few ingredients, and even if you don't remember any, you will definitely remember honey, remember glycerin. Oh, and one more thing you will remember is hyaluronic acid, because hyaluronic acid is what helps produce the water in our skin naturally. And even though we could lose this water over time due to aging, weather and whatnot, we could also replace that water using hyaluronic acid, and that's why you find it a lot in a lot of your creams and face masks and whatnot. Okay, other ingredients that would help moisturize your skin now, that will help seal the water in your skin, are shea butter, cocoa butter, jojoba oils, panthenol and petrolatum. So for those of you who have been running away from petroleum jelly, Yes, you can run away from it at other times of the year, okay, but you could still use it during the dry season, because what's the point of having a skin that you need to start reviving when it's finally the wet season, when you could have preserved the health of your skin throughout? So you could just, even if you don't want to use the petroleum jellies or the petrolatum, make sure that you have at least shea butter. And what I usually do is to mix my creams with shea butter and other oils, but you could not go wrong with the butters. So use shea butter, use cocoa butter, use jojoba oil. Very, very good for your skin, and that will help seal the moisture in your skin. The last 2 tips I'm going to give in this video are reward for those who have stayed to the end of this video. So after you've moisturized your body, the last thing that you're going to do is to protect that moisturized skin, and that is by wearing clothes that cover most of your body. So this is not the season for you to be wearing shorts and mini skirts and whatnot. Those are nice for the summer and in between weathers, but in the dry season and in the winter, they are not really advisable. And if you must do that, then you should look for fashion tips that would help protect your skin. And some of those tips would be things like pantyhoses or long socks, and that would naturally help protect a lot of your skin from being exposed to the dry and cold weather. Because despite the fact that you've moisturized your skin still coming in close proximity and close contact with the dry wind is still going to be affected to some extent. And more than just being affected by the dry weather, it is rubbing off of the oils through your interaction, sitting in places, brushing against the wall or against somebody else. All those things could still strip off some of the moisturizer that you put on your skin. And whilst that would not have made a lot of impact on a normal day, in the dry weather you would actually feel like, oh, I just lost something on my skin, if you get what I mean. Because I always feel that way, like even within the house, like I'm wearing my shorts and then I sit on the bed and my skin rubs against the bed sheet, and that's some of my oils are gone and I can feel it. It's like, what happened? So try to use clothing that would cover most of your skin and just retain that moisturized state of your skin during the weather. And the last but not the least, in fact to me this would be the most important, is hydrating yourself from inside. So drinking water. Naturally, water is very good for the skin, so make sure that you're drinking water during this weather. In the Harmattan season especially, the weather is naturally dry and dusty. If you're in very extreme northern states, in fact you're literally breathing in dust, and so you need water. I remember when I was in the north, sometimes I had to rinse my nostrils with water because of how dry the weather is. So it's good to hydrate from within. And I would always tell you on this channel, before anything that you do outside your body, make sure that you take care of the inside of your body. So drink water, and that would go a very long way in keeping your body and your skin hydrated. And then you could do all these other very important steps as well, and it will be a very, very complete package for you. I believe that I have given you all the basic tips on how to hydrate and moisturize your skin during the dry season. However, if you're saying, Rita, I've done these things, I've used the jojoba oil, I've used the avocado oil, I've used the shea butter, I've used the cocoa butter, and it's not working for me, then maybe it's a special case. Maybe you have an extremely sensitive skin and there are other underlying issues. Then make sure that you see your dermatologist. So just leave any other tips that you have in the comments that would help us in this winter and Harmattan season, and any questions that you would like to ask, and I'll be very, very excited to answer in the comment section, and if need be, make videos as regards your comments as well. In my next video, I'm going to be telling you of how to protect your hair in the dry season, because after your skin comes what your hair. These are the two things that are naturally exposed to the elements, and that is why you should hit the notification bell to know when I upload new videos, and also subscribe so that you become a part of the fam, because in the club we all fam. Ain't we? And I'll see you in my next one. Rita signing out. Peace. Mwah.